Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. This is Kendi K all day. Y'all, welcome to episode 20 of Shop Talk, our creator makerspace. Each and every episode of Shop Talk is a question and answer, and I'm inviting you to join the panel with me and help me co-host this episode. Y'all, can you believe that we are up to episode 20 and we are talking everything to do with version 5 of Chat GPT? Did y'all know Chat GPT dropped version 5 on us in the month of, don't quote me on that, but let me find out. I will check my notes. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Let me get over here to the comments so that I can welcome the friends in. Welcome. Y'all, we are talking all things AI today in this episode of Shop Talk. Our virtual content creator makerspace is brought to you absolutely free, powered by the power of StreamYard. Thank y'all for rocking and riding with me. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Shop Talk. I'm down here in the corner, y'all, so y'all can see everything that you need to see on the screen. Here I am over here. Let me go ahead and drop the co-host link in case anyone wants to come co-host the show with me and gain watch hours on your own channel. You don't have to link this to your channel, but you sure can. If you want to gain watch hours on your channel, you sure can. And let me pop up here, get the rest of my things going, and then we'll get started. How about that, friends? I invite you all to continue to connect through the chat, and let me make sure that I have enabled a Nightbot. I do use Nightbot for some things, and then sometimes I don't. So let me go in now and make sure Nightbot is doing what he needs to do. I don't know why I've given him male pronouns, but I did. And so using the power of Nightbot streamlines my processes a lot. And I'm so grateful for the use of Nightbot, especially on Shop Talk, because there are a lot of moving parts on Shop Talk. I'm trying to create a good environment for other content creators like myself to collaborate and grow their own channels. And so Nightbot helps us to do that networking and that collaboration through the chat and by enabling us to drop channel links and give you all reminders to continue to drop your channel links all throughout this episode of Shop Talk. So I love Nightbot for that. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you. And I'm going to start a poll. Yeah, I'm supposed to be starting a poll. I wrote it in the chat though, so let me take that up. So there's a creator tip. If you're using StreamYard for your live stream, the one thing that you won't be able to do in StreamYard is create a poll. So you have to open a second tab on your browser and open YouTube, and you can still go in through the live stream interface in YouTube and create the poll, but the poll cannot be created within StreamYard. So that's something that I have learned, and so I'm also reminding myself to do that every time. Probably should have done it before I came on the live stream, but this is a content creator makerspace, and so I'm trying to do things in the moment so that I can help creators on the back end as well. So why don't we just go to the back end and learn how to start a poll? Because this is the same way you would start a poll if you were using YouTube's live streaming application as well. How about that? So first of all, let me close up a whole bunch of windows, because the more windows I close, then that increases my bandwidth so that we will have a good stream where you all can hear me great. Because what I did remember, I don't have my, y'all already know, I don't have the AirPods and I don't have the other external lapel mics, because Kendi K is just being Kendi K. Yep. It's like that sometimes, y'all. It is absolutely like that sometimes. So let me share with you all, because I'm able to share my screen. So let's share my screen. Let's start a poll, and then we'll get started for episode 20 of Shop Talk. And it is all about Chat GPT from start to finish. And so we're going to make our poll question about Chat GPT. How about that? So I want to show you the back studio. I want to show you what YouTube, the live streaming application of YouTube, looks like. And so that is what you should be able to see right now on the screen. Let me just double check it. That's not what y'all see. Let me show y'all again. Hold on. Add to stage. Oh, I've got to remove this. Okay. Now let me add it to the stage. Okay. Now you can see it. Hey there, Peter Urbanowski. We are doing, because the episode 20 is about Chat GPT, I'm going to go through step by step how to create a poll associated with our topic for episode 20 of Shop Talk, a Chat GPT. So the first thing I want to do is so y'all should be able to see on the screen right now. You should see the live streaming dashboard for YouTube, because that is where I'm going to create this poll. And let me just remove myself from this whole situation. Will it let me? There we go. Yeah, so that's what you should see on the screen right now. I think, or did I put the wrong thing on the screen? I think I put the wrong thing on the screen. Let me remove that. And let me stop that. Let me add the right screen. I added the wrong screen. Sorry about that, y'all. I need us to be looking at live streaming YouTube Studio. This should be it. Okay, I think this is it. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in, Gemini Diva. Welcome in. So the first thing I wanted to do is I want to pin the co-host link for those who might want to come up and stream this to their own channel and help me co-host the show. Plus, I kind of give you a little mini interview, and I allow you to talk about your channel all throughout this episode of Shop Talk. That's why I hope you want to join me. And so let me just pin that to the top of the page, and then I won't have to type that over and over and over and over. Right? That part. And now let's do our poll. So I'm going to start a poll. So what I did, friends, is I just clicked on that little plus sign. It says engage with your audience. If you hover over everything, it'll kind of tell you what's there. So engage with my audience is what I want to do. And I could do a question and answer. And so you write the question, and then your viewers would type their responses to that answer in the chat. That's what that means. But we want to start a poll. And starting polls are so easy now that I've finally figured it out and read more about it, and I just started practicing. And so I want to start more polls. I already have the text. I think I have the text. And there's the text for my poll. There's my poll question. How much do you use the Chat GPT right now? And so the answer might be here a lot. I use it daily. Several times a week. We'll call that a lot. Okay. And then the next question is defaulted to no, but we want to give our own question because our own answer to that. How much do you use Chat GPT? So not a lot. We could say, let's just say Chat GPT is new to me. So I'm just giving them the pre-prompted answers, and you get up to 4. And you have 35 characters to use to write the responses they can choose from. What else could we say? We'll make this one funny. So you just type the responses in that people can choose from. Okay, so here's 4 responses. I think I have them all in there. Or one of these over my thing because it's not letting me start my poll. What did I do wrong? Huh. Candy K, you are not going to waste time typing all this again. Okay. Oh, this has too many characters. That's why. And now it is prompting me to start the poll. So I'm clicking on start the poll. And that's it, friends. Now you have a poll question to respond to. And we are back. This is Kitty K all day, y'all. It is just that easy, friends. It is myself now that I moved away. Okay, here we go. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, y'all. Hey. So if you do want to join me on the panel on the stage to help me co-host this stream, you certainly can do that. And it's up to you whether you click the little button that says stream this to your own audience. That will open up a stream on your channel right now for this live stream. And viewers that enter through your door will help you gain watch hours on your channel. It's just that simple. We just did a poll together. And the only thing that was challenging about that, friends, for me was that I am doing it through StreamYard, but not in StreamYard. I'm doing it actually on YouTube because you can't technically create a poll in StreamYard. StreamYard doesn't have that feature. Only YouTube has that feature. But I was able to show you the screen. That's the tricky part for me. The only tricky part. Creating the poll wasn't tricky at all. Just that I wanted you all to see the step-by-steps as I created the poll. As that makes sense. If I'm not making sense, y'all, it's because I'm just not eating my lunch. And y'all know how I do. Y'all see these Quest 30-gram protein shakes all the time. It gives me a good boost of protein as if I was eating a piece of meat. But I'm drinking it because, yeah, that part. So thank y'all for the questions coming in already. And I appreciate those. And so let's take a look at some of the questions coming in through the chat. Love to see questions because every episode of Shop Talk is in fact a Q&A. It's a Q&A for YouTube content creators, just like me and just like you. Thank you all for joining us. This is Kendi K all day. Peter asks, have I ever tried the Streamlabs? No, I have not. Is it a live streaming platform like StreamYard? I see the word stream, so I'm asking that. I have not. I see folks connecting through the chat. And do I see folks dropping their channel links in the chat? Let me drop my channel link in the chat by typing my keyword and see if Nightbot is working for us. I thought I put Nightbot back on. but maybe I didn't. Yeah, Nightbot is working, y'all. So go ahead. Feel free to continue to drop your channel links. Oh, okay. So we've got some. So Peter apparently has some experience using Streamlabs, which is another streaming platform similar to StreamYard. And it says that he says that this is Peter Urbanowski. You can stream to Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms at the same time and have overlays on the screen. Oh, wonderful. And so I do know that StreamYard allows you to do those same things too. Yes. I am using the cheap version of StreamYard. I'm not using the free version of StreamYard, but I'm using the cheaper version of StreamYard. They have several different levels. And I think I have to use, as far as overlays are the fancy stuff surrounding, your images and things. I would have to use the pre-formatted ones. I couldn't create my own because I am not paying for the full-blown version of StreamYard because, y'all, I'm still learning this version of StreamYard. So it does what I need it to do. It does what I need it to do, and I'm still learning. And so, channel goals for me. But Peter Urbanowski says that, and so thank you for Peter you are sharing other streaming platforms beyond StreamYard. And we know that YouTube has its own streaming platform for free for content creators, for YouTube channel owners. You can use the streaming platform that is available for free right in YouTube. Thank y'all. So let's go ahead. I appreciate the questions coming in through the chat. Y'all keep those questions coming. So ChatGPT, y'all, just gave us its newest version of ChatGPT, and it is version 5. So what does that mean for us? I'm just going to give you an overview of some of the new features in this latest edition of ChatGPT. And it says that it's going to give you the best response it can, and it's no longer going to reserve the lower versions like versions 1, 2, and 3, and 4 for free users of ChatGPT. They're saying everybody gets unlimited capabilities using version 5, and everything, all of ChatGPT will now be run using version 5 is what they are touting in their information about the new updates for ChatGPT 5. And then it says that it's continuing to work on the system, work on the supercomputers. That's all ChatGPT is. It's putting all the information, the infinite amount of information that is available to us instantaneously from computers and clouds of information that are available to us from all over the world, friends, not just in the United States. There's an infinite amount of data and information available to us now from all over the world. And that is available to you instantaneously through your smartphone, through your computer, through your tablets, all of your electronic devices, as long as they have access to the internet, high-speed access to the internet. So they're saying it's gotten bigger and better in version 5, and they're putting all those things together and bringing you version 5 of ChatGPT. Therefore, it can handle and create in text form. It can create information for you that you need in text form, visuals, audio, and video. It's saying all the things are here for you with ChatGPT version 5. So that's what we're looking at for episode 20 of Shop Talk in our virtual content creator makerspace. So thank y'all for joining me for this episode. Episode 20 is a good one because we are examining ChatGPT and what it can do for us. And so please answer the poll question today. And the poll question in the chat is, how much do you use ChatGPT? 33% of us who have responded to the poll say they use it a lot, several times a week. Okay. And I'm trying to use ChatGPT just about every day. And I have done that this week. I've used ChatGPT for work because I still work full time. I'm just a part-time content creator. But for work purposes and for YouTube purposes, I have managed to use ChatGPT for one of those reasons every day so far this week. Because I know the more I use it, the more I will learn how to use it. 33% of us who took the poll question said that ChatGPT is new to them. Okay. Nobody says that they use ChatGPT for work. I do. Kendi K does. I use ChatGPT on my full-time job. I sure do. And I've used it this week for my full-time job. And then someone has answered, I'm lost. What's ChatGPT? ChatGPT, friends, is in fact AI. Okay. It is artificial intelligence that does the job of finding us information that we want in our fingertips through our smartphones or through our computers. It is a form of artificial intelligence. And intelligence meaning it has all this information. It is able to cull this information into usable bytes for you and give you the information you want from it. That is, in fact, what ChatGPT is. And you will notice now that Google search is being powered by ChatGPT and by AI, by artificial intelligence. Y'all, Google or any of the other search engines, y'all, they're all powered now by AI because it's just putting all the information available to us from all over the world instantaneously into bite-sized pieces so that you can use it to do better work, supposedly. Yeah. And so let's keep learning. Yep. ChatGPT is Google. Yes, it is. It's powered by Google. Google is powered now by ChatGPT AI. Yeah. Yep. I'm eating my lunch now. And my brain is just going this fast, but my mouth is going a little slower. Yeah. It's one of those days. It's a Thursday. Y'all, so let's keep rocking and rolling. What else can we expect from ChatGPT? Well, we can expect something like this, friends. And so I created my thumbnail. My 16 by 9 is what I call it. But I created my thumbnail using the ChatGPT. It supported me and streamlined the creation because I pretty much have this template. Y'all are used to it with me with the crazy face, but hey, people tend to like that face. I have lots of faces, as you well know. But I did ask it to create a thumbnail image for me for ChatGPT since I knew that's what we were talking about. And what did I add to that? I made it smaller, the thumbnail that it gave me, because it gave me a 16 by 9, which is the full size of a thumbnail for YouTube. And I made it smaller, and then I just put it in the middle of my thumbnail template. And I just added the words activate AI to save yourself time and money. So that's why we're talking about ChatGPT version 5 today. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Let me make sure that everyone can see the folks who are the creators who are with us this afternoon. I appreciate everyone for joining us. We're up to episode 20 of Shop Talk, our creator makerspace. Y'all, welcome in. Welcome. So that's how I use ChatGPT today. Is I wanted help making my thumbnail for the day, and I wanted something to say ChatGPT version 5, and this did. And I don't know what it looks like on your screen, but I know when it generated this thumbnail that was 16 by 9, I made it smaller so I could just put it on my current template for creating my Shop Talk thumbnails. It was also in full color. And now it looks like just black and white. I don't know if I see green in it or not. I don't know, because my eyes are tired because I've been looking at computers all day. So what else? It's also ChatGPT version 5 also comes with more tailored tones, and it comes with an increased ability to think, if that's the right word for it, to think more like you. So the more you use ChatGPT, it will tailor itself and it will begin to be what we call intuitive and kind of predict what you want and how you want it, right? So if everything you do with ChatGPT is about YouTube, it will start thinking about everything you load into ChatGPT from your device. It will automatically kind of think that you want it with respect to YouTube. So the more you use it, the more you'll be able to get out of it, and it will begin to think and learn from you from what you put into it. So let's talk more about that. That's what it means. And it also has enhanced safety features. So I want you to think back to the July 15th new policies for the YouTube Partner Program. And it talked about the use of AI. And it says that it is cracking down on the use of AI, realistic AI, talking about the images that look like real people, that speak like real people. It is cracking down on those things, friends. It is definitely cracking down on that. So keep that in mind. Welcome in Mary's Life Journey. Welcome in Life with Ruthie. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. So many are gathering now. I appreciate you for joining this version of this episode of Shop Talk. We're talking everything about ChatGPT. They just released a version 5 of ChatGPT. So we're getting caught up on version 5. And I thank you all for joining me. And it is free and it is available to everyone. They do have paid tiers, but it's free to everybody. Just like YouTube is free to everybody, it is free. It is free. Y'all, I left one thing and I want to go grab that. So y'all stay right here. Take a look at this and continue to drop your channel link in the chat, y'all. It looks like, yeah, Nightbot is alerting you and reminding you. So drop your channel link. I'll be right back. I want to grab something so that I can be sure to talk about it today. That was the top to my protein shake. I'm back. See, just like that, I am back. And just like that, I'm back. We're talking everything that we need to know about version 5 of ChatGPT. And I saw Mary's Life Journey drop in as a content creator. Mary has 2 channels now. Hashtag channel goes for me, but Mary already has 2 channels. And I wanted to let her know that I got my content planner, my content creation planner made by Mary's Life Journey. She sells this planner on Amazon, and I picked one up. And I got it really quick, like within days. I got this, maybe 2 days. In fact, it was at my P.O. box. So I just went and grabbed it. And I've already got things. Y'all, it's a great planner. It is a great planner. And I am using it. So yeah, shout out to you. You see Mary's Life Journey in the chat. She developed this. And this is a piece of her merchandise that she is selling on her 2 channels now. So 10 out of 10, highly recommend the content creation planner from Mary's Life Journey. Thank you, Mary. This is great. I was very impressed with how professional it is, and I'm using it Oh my goodness, I've got everything. I've got my dates for coffee and conversations. Y'all, we've got a coffee and conversation coming up this Saturday and every Saturday this month. So I'm so pleased with my channel growth, but so happy to support another creator. And this I needed. Now I've got everything about my planning process, my scheduled interviews for coffee and conversations. Got everything right here. Right here. So I love this. I love this. Yeah, the background, y'all, is the kitchen. It is the kitchen. And I'm going to make that an episode of Shop Talk, how you can take pictures of your real life home in its immaculate state. Because if you look closely, y'all, this is the real life kitchen. I can turn around and start cooking in it. But if you look closely, I've got some apples on the counter because I used my 2-ingredient fruit and veggie wash those apples, and I still got the corn that I picked up on the Saturday at the farmer's market. I'm gonna make some fried corn. I'm gonna make a skillet of fried corn to eat with my purple whole peas, as long as that corn is not too dry, because it has been sitting out. So it might be too dry. I might have to go get some more corn, because if you're gonna make some good fried corn, cream style fried corn, y'all know what I'm talking about. I hope you do, because it's goodness. It's goodness in a skillet. But that may be too dry because it's been sitting up there. Oh snap! Yes, look at friends are gathering. Friends are gathering. So y'all pop over there to Mary's Life Journey, and I might check the description box because I may have a link so that you can purchase. I used to in other episodes of Shop Talk have Mary's link to her creation planner so you can purchase one for yourself. I did 10 out of 10, highly recommend. But that link, because I copy over and we're now up to 20 versions, 20 episodes of Shop Talk, sometimes I have to go do it again. Is all I'm saying. So check in the description box. If it's not in the description box, go back a couple of videos and check in the description box, and the link should be there for Mary's Life Journeys Content Planner. Love this. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Thank y'all for dropping in. We're doing ChatGPT 5, version 5. We're looking at all the new things going on with ChatGPT version 5 because we're content creators. And even with the new July 15th, new policies for YouTube, they said you should continue. They encourage that. Is the language in the new policy as of July 15th, 2025. They encourage you to continue to use AI, i.e. ChatGPT, to streamline your content creation process. So yes, continue to use AI for that purpose. Let me show you how I'm using ChatGPT a version 5. AI, okay? This is how I use ChatGPT. Let me show you. A lot of encouragement for Mary, and she deserves it. Y'all, this woman has created a product. She is making money. Good for you, Mary. Good for you, friend. Good. The source says he uses a ChatGPT as well. And y'all, friends, I have dived in head first, and I'm trying to learn to use it more and more to do what? That idea of streamlining my content creation as a part-time creator. That's where I leaned in on ChatGPT. How can I use AI to help me to work smarter, not harder? That's why I leaned in, y'all. That's why I leaned into it. Yeah. So here we go. Y'all, this is what I mean when I say I have even went headfirst into trying to use AI to help me streamline my content creation process. And so what you see in the upper left-hand corner, dated August 11th, 2024, y'all, just had an anniversary this week, the anniversary of my first pound cake video. And that is what it looked like in all its glory. Because y'all, I was new as a content creator, new to long format videos, still just brand new. Y'all, if I would have known how many watch hours I was going to end up getting on this pound cake that I made and recorded and made a 25-minute video out of it, way back on August 11th, 2024. So that pound cake is now 1 year old today. That video is 1 year old today. So look at the photo that I took of the finished pound cake, y'all. I was so new. If I had known that I should have put it on my best glass domed cake plate. Think about it. I should have put it on my best glass domed cake plate. And instead I put it on a paper plate. I put it on a paper plate, y'all. But it was still a pretty pound cake, right? Still a pretty pound cake. So after 365 days on the road to monetization, friends, you lose the watch hours, right? So on August the 11th, I was celebrating the 1 year anniversary of my pound cake video. But I also lost on that first day, y'all. On August the 11th of this week, I lost 75 hours of a whole bunch of hours on the pound cake video, and it hurt me, y'all. So if you would, please, would you go find that pound cake video if you're a member of my community or a member of Kendi K's crew? And I see lots of members of Kendi K's crew, including Juicy and Raw with La La Plant-Based Nutrition. I see Gemini Divas, a member of Kendi K's crew. The Source is joining us for this episode of Shop Talk, our content creator makerspace. And The Source is a member of Kendi K's crew. Y'all, we're getting ready. We're getting ready. It's almost the halfway point of the month. And so I will be announcing pretty soon our next crew prize wheel. And that is our celebration where our members of Kendi K's crew are the special guests. All prizes will be given away, and they all go to paid members of Kendi K's crew. And you're eligible for that if you have a gifted membership or if you paid for your membership. All members are invited to join us. Hey there, Slim Jim Longfoot. Welcome in. So, y'all, I wanted to update the thumbnail for that because it's just a plain Jane thumbnail. And, y'all, it got her done, okay? It is one of my highest viewed videos, long format videos, okay? And the shorts, too. But I put that short related to the pound cake video on hold. Yes, it's unlisted at this point. So you probably won't see the short. I want you to spend all your time watching the long format 25-minute video. So I wanted to, friends, update the thumbnail. Okay. I wanted to zhuzh up that thumbnail. And so I used ChatGPT to do that. And the first iteration, I said to take this picture, and I uploaded the picture of the old thumbnail. And I said, I want you to freshen this up and create a new thumbnail for me for 2025. Y'all, that's pretty much the prompt I used. And this is what it came out. Right next to, up at the upper right-hand corner at the top, it came out by adding those words, moist and fluffy, 7-Up pound cake. And it added a can of 7-Up. It added those little sparkle stars to it. Came out pretty good. But I was like, man, but it's covering up too much of the cake. It's covering up too much of the cake. And so I told it to do it again. And I said, and then when you think of a pound cake should be moist, but pound cakes are not fluffy because it takes a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, right? And a pound of flour. A pound cake is a heavy cake, right? So it should be moist, but they're usually not fluffy. So that's the wrong word choice. That's ChatGPT being ChatGPT. Okay, you've got to give it the right prompts. Okay, better inputs will always equal better outputs. So I said, hey, you're on the right track. I literally typed that in response because ChatGPT asked me how it did. Was I pleased with the new thumbnail? And I said, well, you're on the right track, but I wanted it to remove the words moist and fluffy. And obviously I told it to put the words 7-Up pound cake. Look at what it put, y'all. It put 7-Us. It put US pound cake. And I was like, ChatGPT, you getting on my nerves now. ChatGPT, you getting on my nerves. ChatGPT, you getting on my nerves. Okay. And then I noticed this. ChatGPT had itself trying to Zhuzh up my cake. Ain't nothing wrong with the pound cake. Now, the pound cake was beautiful as is, but ChatGPT started saying, well, we're going to make your pound cake look better. You can't make my pound cake look better. It is gorgeous all on its own. But yeah, y'all, I had to tell ChatGPT, wait a minute. I did. Y'all, I had to tell ChatGPT, wait a minute. Do not touch my pound cake. I need the original photo, and I just need you to put the right words and put them at the top so you don't cover up all my pound cake. That's what I need you to do. Get it together, ChatGPT version 5. But y'all, I'm learning. This is why I am challenging myself as a content creator, because I really want to use more and more of ChatGPT. And YouTube encourages us to use ChatGPT to help us streamline our content creation processes. Yeah, ChatGPT be doing all of that, friends. So let's go back in so that you can see. So this is the final version that I settled on, and that's the version that you can see now. Is the thumbnail, where it really did move the words a 7-Up pound cake to the top of the photo and still left my beautiful cake. It took it back to the original version of my cake. And you still see the 7-Up can. I wish it had left more of the little stars around the 7-Up can, but I was super pleased. And that is the version 3. Now, again, I probably could have got to version 3 a lot quicker, but it's all about the tweaking and which the inputs, what prompts you give ChatGPT determines the outputs, what product, what information it can and give you. Yeah. And so you don't have to worry about using version 5 of ChatGPT. You are, in fact, if you're using ChatGPT and I already use ChatGPT on my job. So I'm trying now to use ChatGPT for myself as a part-time content creator. I already use it on my full-time job, so might as well become more savvy at using it for content creation. So yes, you absolutely. I gave it the photo of my cake and I said, use this and make me a better thumbnail. One for a first birthday anniversary of my pound cake video. And source, it looks like you just need to put those 2 words together. Okay, yes. We got you locked in there. Y'all, so here's another way that I was able to use ChatGPT last night. Friends. This is the prompt. And now ChatGPT, and I think this started with version 4, where they allow you to input the prompt orally using the microphone feature on your phone, your laptop, or your tablet. And I did just that. I typed this prompt, and this is what I mean by better inputs. So here is just how detailed I gave them ChatGPT this prompt. I use the microphone feature on my cell phone, and this is the prompt. Create a letter of complaint for American Airlines for a lost piece of luggage belonging to an active duty. So it caught most of the words, but some of them it mumbled up. Because I was speaking and I was laying down on my pillow in my bed at bedtime, because I'm trying to help out my friend who does in fact have a son, and he lost his luggage during his recent trip home. So this is what I said. This is the prompt I gave a ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm learning now to give it better inputs, better prompts, so it can give me a better response coming out. Create a letter of complaint for American Airlines about a piece of lost luggage belonging to an active duty soldier in the U.S. Army. His home airport is SeaTac, Washington. And because, I'm back and forth to the Pacific Northwest. You all know my story. Y'all know my story, okay? So anyway, but do you see I gave 2 clear paragraphs worth of information in this prompt? Yes. I'm learning how to give it. You better tell it what to do and it will do it. But you got to give it the right prompts. And this is what I even said, y'all. I'm learning how to give the right prompts, okay? Better inputs. This is what I told ChatGPT, to provide a more frank tone to this letter And then a less frank tone that states the facts and asks for compensation for continued compensation since the bag, his suitcase, remains in Florida while the soldier is now back on post in Seattle on the base. The bag needs to be returned to the soldier in Seattle. So this is the ask. So now ChatGPT knows what to ask for as it drafts these letters for me. I said I want a real formal letter and then one that is really frank. Okay. I want two different tones to it, is what I was asking ChatGPT for. And so ChatGPT, y'all, and I'm talking about y'all, it might have taken 5 seconds. And this is what it spit out. It said, got it, Kendi K. I'll draft 2 versions of this letter for you. This is really what it says. It says one will have a frank tone that will be direct and assertive. And then I'll draft a second version of this letter for you, Kendi K. And this will have a less frank tone. It will still be firm, but professional and diplomatic. And y'all, I really did this and sent this straight over to my friend so that she would know how to help her son get his luggage back. And because, he's only been in the military for not even a full year, I don't think. And so he doesn't have any extra money. And y'all, do you know how much it costs to ship things? Oh, no. The airline's going to, if I have anything to do with it, the airline is going to ship his stuff for free, and they owe him compensation because he was without his luggage for the entirety of his 14-day leave. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Okay, and so this is what, let me go to full screen, take myself off of there so y'all can see. Here's the first version of the letter. And this is the frank tone. So this is kind of the hard nose. This is kind of ChatGPT being a hard nose as it talks to American Airlines. Or was it United? American Airlines, okay? So it says, Dear American Airlines Customer Relations, I'm writing to formally file a complaint regarding a lost piece of luggage belonging to an active duty enlisted member of the United States Army. And then we would just put his name in. This soldier traveled on your airline for a 14-day leave period. Upon returning to SeaTac, that is the name of the airport, the call letters are SEA, he was never reunited with his bag. How are you going to be on vacation for 14 days and you never have your luggage? That means you don't even have clean underwear. You had to go buy some. And y'all, it happens because I travel a lot for work purposes and for play purposes. And I have had several lost bags in, y'all, I'll be 50 in October. So I've had several lost bags. So I know the routine, and they will pay, but you got to know to ask them. You have to know to ask them, and you got to file the baggage claim. Yeah, all of the things. And so, y'all, that's the one letter. And then it gave me the nicer letter. And that one says, the soldier was left without his belongings. I'm just paraphrasing here. The soldier was left without his belongings for the duration of his leave, and as of today, the bag remains in Florida while he has returned to active duty at his home base in Seattle. Many of the contents, including his clothing, the 2 pairs of sneakers, a laptop, and a gaming console, were either damaged or rendered unusable. And his mom has video and photos of that. And then it says, we respectfully request the following. Do you see how the tone has changed? 1, immediate shipment of the soldier's bag to Seattle. 2, compensation in accordance with American Airlines policy and DOT, Department of Transportation regulations for the damaged and missing items. And 3, additional consideration for the inconvenience to this soldier who is serving our American. He's protecting our democracy and our liberties. Right? So much softer tone in the second one. So of course we're using the second letter and just adding a few tweaks to it. Y'all, ChatGPT did that for us, for me, so I could help my friend and her son while Kendi K laid in the bed on her pillow, going night-night. Y'all, ChatGPT version 5 can do all of that, okay? Why wouldn't you be using a ChatGPT? Y'all, if you have questions about ChatGPT, if you want to join me on panel as a content creator and gain watch hours on your channel, I've pinned that to the top of the chat so that you can see the link. What questions do you have about ChatGPT? Y'all, I am using a ChatGPT in so many ways and I'm loving it. And so I just wanted to share a few examples of how I've been able to use ChatGPT and even more. Even more. I'm working on ChatGPT to help me create my own little cartoon like emoji like everybody has because I think they're so cute. And Bambi Palermo, she did a cartoon about me, and it's so cute. Check my community post because I put a link to it. But check that out if you will. And I'm like, how do I make ChatGPT create a cute little emoji of Candy K, right? And so I'm working on that. And y'all, the more you use it, the more it will give you better outputs. And you tell you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and then it'll ask you other questions. Like when I asked it to make a thumbnail, it asked me, now that we've made a thumbnail that you like, do you want us to suggest titles for that thumbnail? Sure. Yeah, and it did. And I kind of tweaked it because sometimes Chat GPT can be lengthy, right? These are very long. We wouldn't put all of this in the email, but we take the big parts and chunk it in there and file a formal complaint. Yeah. So I told his mom to file a baggage claim and then also file a separate formal complaint. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for all of the comments and the things that you are sending. I appreciate that. Here is a question. Is ChatGPT good for writing full YouTube scripts? It will. It will write you a full YouTube script. It will. And you have to ask it as a question or as a prompt. And so kind of think like Jeopardy. Or you can just say, create a script for a YouTube video about, and it'll do that. I've tried it. It does it. It does it. Yeah. My caveat would be for you though, use the script as a starting place and not as an ending place, right? And you're going to really have to give it more helps so that it creates a script. So not only would I tell it to create a script for a video about blank, I would tell it to create, I've now learned this, y'all, to create a script for YouTube about this topic for YouTube creator at Kendi K all day. And then that will make it have more of a tone that is more like my tone. But I will give you this caveat because I know y'all have seen this. Have y'all seen when you can tell creators are reading words that are not part of their everyday vernacular? It sounds robotic. It sounds like not your voice. And I'm talking about your speaking voice or your writing voice. I'm not talking about the audio sound. I'm talking about the words coming out of your face. Those are not your words. It doesn't sound natural for you being you, showing up authentically in these YouTube streets. So I don't use ChatGPT scripts because I want to be me. Kendi K wants to be me, but that doesn't mean that you cannot use it to help you create a script, and then you use that script to help you pull out, what are my key points? What are the major things I'm going to be talking about? Nothing wrong with that. But I am turned off by creators who are reading stuff with words they can hardly pronounce. And it's definitely not their voice. They don't speak like that normally. They don't write like that normally. And you can tell that they're basically just reading things. That's what it looks like to us. I'm sorry. That's what it comes across to us as a viewer, and I'm turned off by that. So be careful. But yes, the Chat GPT will give you a script. And you know what it did when I asked Chat GPT to generate a script? Just I wanted to see what it could do because I'd heard it can do that. Didn't even know it could do that. And it would say like, hey, this is Kendi K. That's what it had in the script. Those are the words it had in the script because y'all know whenever I type in the chat, I say, hey, y'all. It had the words, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to Kendi K all day. Yes, it had some of the language that I normally use. Yeah. But it was very wordy. It was way too long. And so, yeah. Yeah, Kendi K talks too much already, so I don't want more verbiage. But yeah, it will in fact make you a script. It will create thumbnails. It will create so many things, y'all. That's what YouTube meant when it reiterated that it encourages you to continue to use AI ChatGPT version 5 to streamline your content creation processes. Yes. Continue to drop questions. We have a note from the source. He said, great job on the airline baggage letter. Yeah, because Kendi K, y'all, in case you haven't figured it out yet, I always root for the underdog. And this young recruit that hasn't even been in the Army, and he finally got his first 14-day leave, and that young man traveled from Seattle, Washington, up in the Pacific Northwest and went all the way to Florida to see his parents and see his family. And he never had his luggage. Come on now. And he still doesn't have his luggage. So he doesn't have his laptop. He doesn't have his gaming console. Now, y'all need to pay him. And I know that they will pay him, but you got to ask for it. So, yeah. And so ChatGPT is helping us to craft the perfect letter, helping me. And I shared that both versions with his mom, but told his mom I like version 2 and told her how to correct it. Because I said it should be coming from him, not an advocate for him. So I said, change the voice. So when I did the prompt, I told you I was half asleep in the bed on the pillow. I should have told it to write it in the first person. And instead it wrote it as if I was writing the letter on behalf of my friend's son. Yeah. Yeah. ChatGPT I'm very impressed with version 5. Now, so let's talk about prices. Y'all want to talk about pricing? Let's talk about pricing for ChatGPT version 5. It is free. There's a free version, just like there's a free version of StreamYard. And then they have the plus version that is $20 per month. And it gives you higher limits on things. And then it has the pro version, y'all, or the team version that's used for businesses and whatnot. Y'all, it is $200 per month. But Kendi K has saved the day, baby. Kendi K has news for you. All the things that I did, like drafting that letter with 2 different tones, a softer tone, a more professional, polite tone, and then a frank and direct tone. And for me to come up with the perfect new polished, prettier thumbnail, zhuzhier thumbnail for my 1-year-old pound cake video. I did all this stuff for free, y'all. I did all of that using the free version. Y'all, you can do all the things you need to do to support you in your YouTube content creation using the free version. You just have to know what the prompts are. Giving it the right prompts. And the more you use ChatGPT, because y'all, I leaned on the turtle. The turtle started helping me use ChatGPT for content creation. I'm speaking of Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtle, of course. Yeah. Just like he helped me learn how to add Nightbot to my channel. So he was also helping me learn how to use ChatGPT. Now, mind you, I'm already fully using ChatGPT in my full-time job, but for some reason, I just wasn't maximizing the use of ChatGPT for content creation. And that is what he was doing, a lot of that. All those little Ninja Turtle pictures and things that he creates that are lovely. created with ChatGPT. So he's using it a lot. And so, yeah, he started me off and running and y'all, but the more you use it, I am now able to create my own prompts and know how to get the things that I want to come out of ChatGPT. Now, the free version is a free. So it is only going to let you create so many images in a day. And then it's going to say, we can't do that right now because you've reached your limit for image creation. So it'll say wait 25 minutes, or you have 49 minutes left to wait before you can make any more images. So you can wait or just do it the next day. I needed custom emojis for Kendi K's crew for my membership so that they would have custom emojis to use. And I've seen Lala and others using those custom emojis. ChatGPT mocked those up for me. Yep. And so I'm about to roll out another bundle of emojis, custom emojis. And so now I'm going to keep tweaking those because there's some tweaks I want to see. I've been watching folks' emojis to all the folks where I have memberships. And so, yeah, y'all, ChatGPT can help you with all of those things. You don't have to pay ChatGPT. You can use the free version. I'm telling you, I was able to do everything I was able to do with the free version. And it will create a script with the free version, y'all. You just got to give it the right prompts. Yep. Or you can pay, because if you don't know how to give it the right prompts, you can pay for the plus version for $20 a month or the pro version for $200 a year. And then you don't have to know how to prompt it. You don't have to be savvy at knowing how to prompt it. It will be more intuitive because they have put filters in place to help it be more intuitive without you being savvy with how to create the better prompts. But friends, you can get everything you want as long as you know how to prompt it to do so from the free version. It's the same ChatGPT version 5 that's available for everybody, no matter what version you pay for, right? You can use the plus or the pro, but even the free is still running from the newest version, version 5 of ChatGPT. Yeah. Now, thank you, Lala, for dropping those custom emojis in the chat. I created those with ChatGPT. So we'll do more with ChatGPT. I just kind of wanted to give you an overview today. Y'all, if you do have any questions, this is about ChatGPT, about the use of AI, about anything for content creation. It's open at any time. That's why we do the episodes live with intentionality, so that you can get your questions answered live in the moment. If not from me, from all of those creators who are connecting and collaborating in the chat. This is a collab and grow space. The source is also another content creation, a collaboration space to collaborate and grow your channel. So if you want to connect with other creators, check out the source. And y'all, there are so many creators in the chat. I wish y'all could see how that chat is just lit up with folks connecting and dropping their channel links. So I encourage you to always try to log in for a few minutes on the episodes of Shop Talk so that you can drop your channel link over and over and over and over again. There's no limit on how many times you can drop your channel link. And I'm going to drop my channel link in case anyone wants to connect with me. And Nightbot is helping us to do that. You can look in the description box. If you want to add a Nightbot to your own channel, look in the description box. And there's a link to Fire with Dr. Ninja Turtles video that he created for that. Oh, so there's not necessary to use an update to get version 5, y'all. If you are using ChatGPT, it is running version 5. Yes, that is part of the update. You don't have to worry about using an older version or a new version. Everybody, if you are using ChatGPT, it is using version 5, the most current version. Yes. Let me throw that question on the screen so that everybody can see that question from Mary's Life Journey. Do you have to do an update in order to now use version 5? It just became available. No, it is automatically using version 5. For free users, for plus members, and for pro members. of ChatGPT. And I'm doing everything I do with ChatGPT with the free version. Everybody has access to version 5. That's the version they're using. Is the most robust version, the newest version, and it is version 5. So I will tell you too. And because if technology just isn't your thing, you can pay, this is, y'all, all the folks who email you to your YouTube email address, that Gmail address that you use to create your channel, all the friends who drop in your channel and leave messages saying they can help you to optimize your thumbnails, your SEO title, descriptions, hashtags, and they can do it for the low price of $59.95 or $155.95. Y'all, they are using ChatGPT version 5, just like you can. Now, if you have an extra $59.95 or you have an extra $259.95, then by all means, let somebody help you. But I would vet out the people that you're using for those purposes. But they're all using the same free technology called AI, ChatGPT, or Google. Is all run by AI, the supercomputers that give us instantaneous access to information and data from all over the world. Okay. So yeah, you can do it yourself, but if you don't have time, I work full time and I'm a part-time content creator. So yeah, you can get yourself a YouTube coach or whatever you want to get, and they can create thumbnails for you. They can create profile pictures for you. They can give you a script, and they're just going to go to ChatGPT version 5 to get those things, just so you know. But some people don't have a lot of time. So you can pay somebody if you got plenty of money. But Candy K mines her coins. Yeah, we get those emails all the time. And I just hit delete. And it kind of offends me when they drop in my comments under my videos, trying to sell me their services. Sometimes they get deleted and blocked. Yeah, because you shouldn't be using my channel to talk about your business and solicit. No. But yeah. And it's kind of like if people call you on the phone selling things that you didn't ask for. Be leery of those things. Be leery of those things because you don't know who those people are. You don't know what they're going to do. And y'all, do not ever give those folks access to your channel. No. Do not go into your settings and give those people, those organizations, it doesn't matter who it is, access to your channel. No, that should be red flag number 1. No, I'm just trying to keep us safe in these YouTube streets, y'all. We're talking everything that has to do with the newest version of ChatGPT version 5. Yes. Y'all, if there's nothing else, I'm getting ready to come down from this place. I thank you for riding and rocking with me, and check us out. We've got a new episode of Coffee and Conversations. Blessed to Crochet. It will be our special guest this Saturday. And I will give us a catch up with Candy K. Check the community post. That will be coming your way soon. Y'all got a lot of things going on, and I'm working. So y'all, thank y'all for rocking and riding with me. This is a Candy K all day. Y'all, I appreciate you joining me for episode 20 of Shop Talk. Goodbye for now.